Okay. So what information can you give us about why the classes are canceled on Monday?
As far as I understand, the academic calendar originally had us off on Friday in observance of Veterans Day on Friday. But the state has days in which they identify that are holidays. And as far as I understand, Monday is that day. But when the union and the district negotiated the academic calendar, they negotiated that Friday off, and then subsequent to, the academic calendar being set, they discovered that the state actually indicated that you observe Monday. So we started getting information about, wait a minute, we can't have Friday off instead of Monday, because Monday is the official holiday.
So why was it originally planned for Friday?
I'm not a part of those negotiations, but my understanding is that AFT, which is the faculty union, and the district, which I think Harry Joel is the Vice Chancellor of Human Resources. My understanding is that they negotiate, work out the academic calendar, and then the board passes the academic calendar. But there are people that are like in my office and in other offices that, pay attention to, making sure that we have things like enough meetings in the year so that the number of hours that the student needs meets with the Canadian unit standards and that kind of stuff. And so, the thing that we were concerned about, that we wanted to make sure, was that you had enough hours in a class to be able to meet the Canadian unit. The students it wouldn't be too much of a disruption, to the students. So when they identified the problem, and then they started thinking about all the different kinds of scenarios, we went through lots of different things, like will you have the facilities, will the students be able to be there? For an example, if people made arrangements to be off on Friday, did they make child care arrangements, work schedule arrangements, those kinds of things. So then they came up with a scenario that tried to respond to all those possible problems.
So what has the school done, or what are they trying to further do to get this message out to faculty and students?
I think so far they have sent out text messages to all of the students who have signed up for the emergency texting. And if you haven't, please do. You go onto your website and sign up. They're posting on web pages. They are sending out they have what they call GWA mail, which is the email that goes out to all of the students. They sent out a GWA mail, as far as I understand. At the different colleges, they're posting posters so that people will have the information. Then we, because it affects Monday particularly, we had all of the division staff assistants and deans visit each of the classes and personally make sure that the instructor knew that they weren't going to be having class on Monday, so that they could tell their students that day not to come to class that next week. And then that way also they could figure out whether they wanted to give different assignments or, make the adjustments in their lessons.
And I don't know, maybe these have been rumors, but we've all heard different stories about how the school or the district has lost money over this. Is that?
I don't know that, but Kathy Blackwood, who's in the district office, would be able to tell you that. My understanding is that if we kept the arrangement like we initially had, that it would have been a $500,000 hit to the district, but that by changing it to making it a flex day on Friday instead of an off day, which means the faculty can engage in professional development, that we don't have that loss. But, that's really about the limit that I understand around the financing mechanism. But Kathy Blackwood should be able to help you with that.
And is this the only, I don't know, was this only a problem with Skyline, or was it the district, or other districts?
The district is on a single academic calendar, so that would be all three colleges.
Okay, and do you know if it was only our district, or other colleges if this has happened with other districts?
I don't know that. I'm just aware of this situation happening right now with us, but I don't know about other districts.
Okay.
I haven't heard that.
Okay, so how long ago did you find out about the misscheduling with the calendar that you knew that you had to get the message out?
I found out last week we got an email from the Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, of Human Resources that says we had a problem and started asking information. I was at a CIO conference, and at 4:30 on Friday evening, they were trying to make sure they got a hold of us. And so when I called in, actually I got a call from the president of Kenyatta because he had been asked to try to reach all of the vice presidents. So the vice president of instruction for Kenyatta, for CSM, and for Skyline, me, we were all at a conference for vice presidents. And so I'm sure all of them got the message as well. But when I got the message at 4:30, I called back in, and so we started having conversations right then. And then, of course, Monday morning, it was the topic for the day, and we were consumed with figuring out different scenarios, figuring out how to cause the least disruption, make sure students didn't suffer, make sure the employees' plans were honored, and that kind of stuff.